Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a situation that just blew up over the past day or so, and it actually involves two creators that I watched, or rather I used to watch one of them a couple of years ago, and I'm very familiar with the other one's content because I currently watch them. And while I am fans of both of their content, don't get it twisted. What I'm about to say next in no way counts as bias towards any party here. I'm just going to throw my 2 cents on the situation and walk away. If you haven't heard already, there are two YouTubers by the names of Think Before You Sleep and Illymation that currently have some drama going on between them, and this stems from a video that Illymation made some time ago talking about the perks of being fat. And pretty much what I can remember from this video was it was like 16 minutes of her basically talking about her struggles of being a fat person, quote unquote, you know, having to buy oversized clothes, wanting to change her appearance, so she hired a physical trainer, her not liking the way that she looked in certain pictures, you know, the basic stuff. So sometime later after this video goes live, Think Before You Speak makes a 30-minute response video to this where he pretty much does his usual thing. Like, he literally just critiqued the situation and what was going on. He actually provided really helpful advice. And you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have swore in one of his older videos, he said something about him being like a personal health coach, either that or a yoga instructor. It was either one of the two. That'll be a little bit relevant later, by the way. But essentially what happens after that is that once his video goes live, Illymation goes on Tumblr for some reason and starts complaining about the video, and then tells the portion of her audience that's able to see this post on Tumblr to go mass flag the video and report it for cyberbullying. Now, this is a problem in and of itself, but it's even more of an issue when the channel that she's talking about has way less subscribers than she does. She has like 2 million or something like that, 2.13 million, and Think Before You Sleep doesn't even have 900k yet. Now, there's a saying that I have here on the channel for those of you who are new, but for those who are familiar with my content, I've said this before and I'll say it again, and this will be especially true if this keeps happening. Not everybody needs to be famous, dude. Not everybody needs to have a platform or to be platformed, because stuff like this will happen. A normal response from a content creator of that size to a video done on your own video would be to either ignore it or maybe leave a comment or make a response video of your own. And what I mean by a comment or a video of your own is like an actual normal one, right, where you're responding to the certain points and not really getting offended or freaking out at somebody because they called you out, of which this video wasn't even really a call out. It was just him responding and constructively criticizing some points that you had. And the worst part is that she didn't even watch the video. She admits that herself, and so she's doing all of this because her friend was telling her about the situation. To be quite honest with you, it's just a irresponsible way of using your platform, especially against a channel that's smaller than yourself. Now, I don't think that anybody with a brain in their head could watch Think Before You Sleep's video and not see it as constructive criticism, because if it wasn't, it probably would have been way shorter than 30 minutes. I feel like something that years of being watched by certain people or different people will teach you is how to differentiate constructive criticism from just regular criticism. Like, for example, I used to play basketball for years, and I still do technically, even though I haven't touched a basketball in like 6 months. When I was playing basketball, there was a lot of comments about my situation, particularly shot selection or just my shooting in general. When I was a little kid and I cared more about what people said about me, all types of criticism to me was bad, right? I didn't really like it. But as I grew up and got older and played more games in front of different people, I start to notice a difference in the type of criticism that I would get. Sometimes criticism with helpful comments would actually allow me to improve my game better, and I would notice a significant improvement when I took those comments into consideration. Comments that I usually like, oh, this sucks because, or this is terrible and I'll tell you why, are way more valuable to you as a person and a content creator or a sports person or whatever you are than just a regular run-of-the-mill criticism like, oh, you just suck or you're bad, and them not telling you why. As I said before, Think's video would have been a lot shorter if he didn't tell you why he thought what he did. And so at the very least, you could at least dignify the response by not sending a horde of people over to his channel to mass report the video, which actually didn't even work because it's still on with monetization. And now you look like a big baby who cannot take criticism, even the helpful kind. A big part of being in the public eye or being a content creator, and I'm sure you all know this, is that you're putting yourself out there for people to see. And that comment section exists for a reason. So most times, or sometimes, a lot of people aren't really going to like your stuff, and they'll tell you why, or maybe they won't. They'll just leave a random comment like, this sucks. But what your job as a content creator is supposed to be is not to always engage or engage at all really with those type of comments, because it makes it look like you can't take any criticism. Now, it's one thing like if you make a video that's a bit of a bad video, right, and you want to respond to the comments, or like they're really giving you detailed reasons as to why the video sucks and you want to respond to it, that's fine. That's just you having a conversation. But whenever you start going on a tirade against other people who are just saying that this video is mid or this video is bad, it looks worse on you. And another thing that I brought up before, and that Illymation apparently wasn't aware of, is the size of her channel. Like, she's huge compared to like a lot of other creators, especially compared to Think Before You Sleep. So when you start asking your loyal fans fans to go report a video, what do you think they're gonna do? Like I said before, man, it's just an irresponsible misuse of a platform, but that's just my 2 cents on everything. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. If you want more content similar to this, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.